Section 101. Notice of the meeting. Well, you already know the story from 101 to 120. No, 119, you know it, right? Okay. So the Ant-Man is coming and drafting the notice of the meeting for me. What will he do? He says, the provision says, you should draft the notice of the meeting and send it to the members at least 21 days before the meeting. Because when you send the notice, agenda is written in the meeting, the notice of the meeting, and when that agenda is written, all the things that you are going to do in the meeting is specified in that agenda. So that if it is received at least 21 days before the meeting, the shareholders will have ample of time to figure out what they need to do, what they want to do, whether they are going to vote in the favor of resolution or not going to vote in the favor of resolution. Whatever they want to do, they can vote, come and vote accordingly. Send a notice at least 21 days before the meeting. You can send it electronically also. You can send it physically also. Yes. But now, my question is different, sir. My question is about the matter which is given in the green color in the on the screen, sir. On the screen, something is written in the green color. What is that? Try to understand. I want to send a notice for the meeting, and the notice that I want to send for the meeting is less than 21 days. I do not have time to wait for 21 days to discuss a certain very important, very urgent matter. And so I want to send a meeting at a shorter notice. Sir, is it possible? Sir, is it allowed? Sir, can I do that? Sir, how can I do that? Sir, what is the provision, sir? Well, let's figure it out. Let's get to know. Guys, please stay with me over here. The provision says, when you want to send this meeting, notice of the meeting at a shorter notice, it says that if it is an AGM, minimum 95% of the members entitled to vote thereon should agree. Yes. If it is any other general meeting, not AGM, meaning extraordinary general meeting. If it is EGM, then the provision says, are you a company having share capital or you are a company not having share capital? I said, sir, what is the difference? They said, of course, if you're a company having share capital, then not only the number of members is important for me, but the value contributed by those members is also equally important. But if you're a company not having share capital, then value only will be important. No, correct? So, sir, what if I have a company having share capital? Then whatever is the total number of shareholders, total, whatever you have, out of that, minimum 51% of the members in number should agree. Minimum 51% of the members in number should agree. And when this minimum 51% of the members in number will agree, the balance may disagree or agree, we don't care. But whatever number is agreeing, say for example 70% of the total number are agreeing, more than 51, whoever is agreeing, they should hold at least 95% of the total paid up share capital of whoa. So if 51% is agreeing and they are not holding more than 95% of the total share capital, then also you cannot call a meeting at shorter notice. Minimum 51% should agree. If less than 51% are agreeing, but whoever is agreeing, they are holding 95% of the share capital. Yes, possible. Why not? But you cannot hold meeting at shorter notice. So both the conditions are there. Minimum 51% in number should agree. And whoever agrees should hold at least 95% of the paid up share capital of the company. This is for a company having share capital. Company not having share capital, they said minimum 95% of the capital. Can you see the word? Paid up share capital has been cancelled. Because if you are a company not having share capital, how can you have paid up share capital? You will only have capital. So those who are holding minimum 95% of the capital, no, minimum 95% of the TVP, total voting power. They should agree. They should agree basically. Now, sir, if this meeting is called, if this particular meeting is called, how should we verify whether quorum is present or no? Or how should we include it in the quorum? They are saying if you are a member who is entitled to vote in that meeting, if you are a member who is entitled to vote in that meeting, that is, if you are a member having voting rights, then you will be counted as a part of quorum. If you are a member who does not have voting rights, if you are a member who is not entitled to vote at that meeting, then you won't be counted as a part of the quorum. So whatever resolution you are allowed to vote, for that resolution also, we will count you as a part of quorum. But if there is any particular resolution where you are not allowed to vote, then for such type of resolutions, you will not be counted as a part of quorum. Is that clear? Next provision they are saying, every notice that you are giving to your members 21 days before the meeting or less than 21 days before the meeting, whatever it is, the time of the meeting, the place of the meeting, the date of the meeting, the day of the meeting, everything shall be specifically mentioned in the notice. This notice should be given to each and every member of the company, each and every member. If your member is insolvent, give it to the assignee of that member. If your member is dead, give it to the legal representative of that member. Give it to the auditor of the company. Give it to every director of the company. Everybody who is connected with the company should receive this notice, because receiving this notice is the right of every member, every person connected with the company. And if the company does not send the notice to them, to anyone, any member, we will verify, we will investigate, we will check whether it was by mistake or it was intentionally done by the company. If it was accidental, then no problem, the meeting will be considered to be valid. But if it is found that it was deliberately done by the company, then the entire meeting will be called off. All the proceedings done at the meeting will be considered to be void, totally void. Is that clear, everybody? Yes or no? Yes, that is your section 101 on your screen for 2 minutes, no, 3 minutes. Copy it down super fast. Are we done? Yes. Let's go on to the new section in the new video.